More college football is upon us. What's up, everybody? Ben Razzie here for Odd Chopper. And as I just said, college football week 2 is here. Individual game breakdowns. There are some games we need to dig into. We need to find the value and place the bets. Got some marquee matchups of some big-time teams across the landscape. If you are checking out this channel for the first time and you haven't seen these videos, welcome to Odd Chopper. What is going on? Thanks for the support. Thanks for joining the community. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of that content of what we got going on, whether it's college football, NBA, NFL, MLB, any sport. There's betting. We are covering it here. If you want to support us, hit the like button. That helps us out as well. And to give back, to say thanks, we are talking about all the ways that you can gain some money for the bankroll. And of course, DraftKings Sportsbook is doing just that. If you haven't checked out and you're a new user, sign up over there. Bet $5 on any college game or NFL, and they credit you with $200 instantly. It's called the no-brainer offer. Some of the books have done this. Why? It's no secret. They want your business. They want you to come in and bet at their sports books. And to do that, they're going to give you some money right off the top. And DraftKings is doing that. Link in the description of this video. So if you are looking to add an extra book, if you're looking to get a couple $300, that's a great way to do it. And now, let's go to the game of the hour, Pittsburgh and Tennessee. It's going to be an interesting one. These are two teams not in national championship relevancy just yet, but they're on the up and up. Pittsburgh last year was obviously an elite team. Tennessee is building. And I'm going to start with the Tennessee Volunteers. 7-6 last year. Josh Heupel is building something in Knoxville, though, and I'm a believer. 15 starters back. Hendon Hooker, the quarterback, is back. Up-tempo, high-tempo, fast-paced. That is how they play, and that is how they control teams. I think they're going to do just that. 59-19 in the opening week against Ball State. That doesn't really mean anything. Defensively, I would say the strength of the team is up front. The secondary could be exposed at times, but really what they do is they're a high-tempo offense. They have a strong offensive line, 6 of the top 7 return. And like I said, they've got stability at quarterback, guys in the backfield, playmakers, Tillman on the outside. They've got weapons. Tennessee's going to put up points against a lot of opponents, including Pittsburgh on Saturday. What can Pittsburgh do? Well, they were 11-3 last year, but that doesn't mean nothing. Kenny Pickett's in the NFL. Everything changed. Keaton Slovis, the USC quarterback, takes over. And he was in a battle in week 1 or week 0, whichever game when they played West Virginia. He had over 300 yards. It was a crazy back and forth game that Pitt ended up winning 38-31. They couldn't really get it going on the ground, and then I do think that is a concern. Pittsburgh, when they're at the height of their powers, does want to, in fact, run the football, and they just could not get it going against West Virginia. They did torch through the air, but West Virginia's secondary is an absolute mess. One other thing to note, Pittsburgh lost a key contributor on their D-line in Deslin Alexander. We got to check his status. It looks like he's trending towards not playing. If he doesn't play, that's a big loss. That's their best guy up front. You don't want to be messing around against this Tennessee team, because if they get up and down, if you get into a back and forth with them, they are not West Virginia. Tennessee wants to play like that. They will gladly hang 45 or 50, no problem. The other thing with Pittsburgh, they were not really able to stop the run. They allowed 5.8 yards per rush attempt last week. If you do that against Tennessee, who wants to run the ball, they averaged 218 yards per game last year on the ground. That is the recipe for disaster. So, of course, digging into this line and digging into this game, what am I seeing? Well, I'm seeing a big problem that Pittsburgh is not really going to be able to stop Tennessee. And I think the longer it goes, the more Tennessee is going to wear them down. Keaton Slovis can keep them in the game. He can put up points, and we saw him do that against West Virginia. But the mistakes that West Virginia made, including, one of the more bizarre, interceptions that turned into a touchdown that you're going to see, that is really what the difference in that game was. I think that Tennessee will limit the mistakes. Tennessee will control the game on the ground, and their offensive line should have their way. Defensively, I think Pitt will have some success, but I like this spread a lot. I will say some of the money has come in on Pittsburgh. This line's been bouncing around. Anything inside a touchdown, I will gladly lay the points with Tennessee in the spot. I think we're going to see a Tennessee team that is relevant in the SEC East. I'm certainly not calling them to knock off Georgia, but I am calling for them to start 2-0 and cover this spread against Pittsburgh on Saturday. Again, if this is not the game for you, but you want other games, check out what other individual breakdowns we have on this channel. And of course, make sure you don't miss out on Betting You and the other shows that break down the entire slate of games, because there's so many opportunities in college football to place those bets and hopefully hopefully cash those tickets. Again, I just want to say thanks to everyone for watching these. One of my favorite videos to do all week. I love talking college football. I love digging into these individual games and getting those breakdowns. And I think that this one here with Tennessee, there is some value on this line. I'm going to be laying the 6 points and hopefully seeing the Vols roll through Pittsburgh on Saturday. Enjoy the games, everyone, and stay tuned for even more college football content here at OddsShopper. I'll talk to you guys soon.